Hi, I'm Bob Savar with Pickleball Teachers Network, and I'm here with Randy Sussman in Delray Beach, Florida. We're at Huntington Lakes, which is an over 55 community. Randy, it's nice to have you here. I'm glad you were able to come today.
Thank you. Great for having me.
So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and feel comfortable, just answer me off the cuff. Everybody wants to know, first of all, for the teachers, how long you've been playing pickleball?
Almost 3 years now.
3 years?
Mm-hmm.
How did you get started? Were you a tennis player? Or?
Great story. Not a tennis player or a squash or a racquetball player like many are. My company, I work for a Fortune 500 company, and they moved me from Las Vegas to Marco Island, Florida. I saw a morning TV show, and they were talking about the U.S. Open of Pickleball, and I just said, I've got to go see what this is all about. So I went there. Right away I could tell I liked the sport just watching some of the folks play, and I went under one of the tents there, and on the asphalt parking lot I was just hitting a ball, balling it with one of the manufacturers. They had me buy a paddle, and I showed up there on Monday, which was 2 days later, to play at nighttime, and I was hooked ever since.
Okay, that's terrific. So you're a teacher, right?
I am. I'm an IPTPA certified
Okay, so
instructor.
you're a certified teacher. Do you teach mostly private lessons, or you do clinics as well?
Private lessons. I do clinics.
Okay. What would a clinic look like?
Well,
how many players would you have normally?
Up to 8 people mostly.
Okay.
I really enjoy working with beginners.
Okay.
In a clinic, we go over dinking, we go over serving.
Dinking. Do you hear that, Sari?
Dinking, serving,
Yes.
returning serves, third shot drops, which I like to refer to as just long dinks, because I think third shot drop is intimidating, and I just like to get started there.
Do you ever teach like teams and show positioning and that type of thing?
Yeah, once we move along, I like to start just with the very basics, and then once we move along, we will get into strategy.
Okay. So one question everybody always asks me to ask the teacher, what kind of paddle do you use?
PaddleTech Tempest Wave, greatest paddle in the market.
Okay, I happen to use that myself. Is there a reason? I mean, I didn't know. I just saw some pros using it and figured it was a good paddle, but...
It was the first paddle that I started with. I started with the original Wave, and then went to the Tempest Wave, and I'm just comfortable with this paddle.
Okay.
I have a lot of control. I'm not a spinner of the ball, but if I need to with my serve,
it's got some texture.
It does. It has some grit to it, and I'm just very comfortable with it. But like everyone else, everyone has their own style, their own taste. The PaddleTech Tempest Wave just happens to be mine.
Have you ever played with the elongated paddles?
The Hilo. PaddleTech makes the Hilo. Yeah. I've tried it once. I'm just not comfortable with it.
Okay. I tried it one time. It was a little too heavy for me. I don't know if they make light ones or not, but I like the sweet spot of this paddle.
This paddle, I think, is a great all-around paddle. It's forgiving. You can control the ball. You can spin the ball if you'd like. I just think it's a really, really great paddle.
Okay.
But going back to your Hilo, boy, you can get to a lot of balls that normally an old man like me can't get to at times, though.
Right. Let's say you're teaching a 3.0 player, okay? And they're just trying to get over the hump, maybe to get to a 3.5 or a 4.0. What kind of advice would you give?
Again,
varies.
Stick to the basics of the game. I say pickleball, if it were an ice cream store, we'd only sell vanilla ice cream. Keep it really simple. When in doubt, keep that ball in the kitchen. Don't speed the game up, or don't look for a big shot unless you know you can really put it away. It took me a long time to learn it, and I'm still a work in progress. Just keep that ball in play. Remember, all we have to do to win a point is just hit that ball over the net one more time than our opponent. Just dinking, third shot drops. We're always hitting that serve in. We're not losing points that way. We're returning that ball in. Just stick to the basics of the game.
So many beginners or even 2.5 players, they think they have to win the point on every shot. They just don't seem to have the patience. That's what you're talking about, right?
I've been fortunate where I've had some great players, and I mean great players, help me along. And there's one thing in common. I noticed that the really, really good players don't hit a lot of winning and spectacular shots. They're just waiting for me or anyone else to hit that ball in the net or hit it out of bounds.
Right.
Because it must be 65 or 70% of winners are unforced errors.
Right.
Keep that ball in play.
Right. Okay, we're competing with the airport back there, but if people wanted to come watch you play, I know you in Ventnor, New Jersey, and you're down here in Florida. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Well, I live in Miami Beach, but I play in Plantation, I play in Davie, at Bamford, I play in Pompano. I happen to be the pro at another club up in Jupiter, which is private. But I play everywhere. I go up to Palm Beach Gardens, and I play in Russo Park, and I play at Lilac. So anywhere there's pickleball, they can find me.
We'll have to get you a Calusa in Boynton Beach. Have you played there yet?
I have not.
Okay. We play there a couple times a week. Give us your name again, your email address, the phone number,
Sure.
how people can get in touch with you.
My name is Randy Sussman. My email address is my last name, Sussman, Sussman, sports, SPORTS, @AOL.com. My number is 609-992-7229. And we're also in Ventnor, New Jersey in the summertime.
Okay. Thank you very much, Randy. I
Thanks
appreciate
for
it.
having
I'm just
me.
going to finish up here. Thank you very much. Again, it's Bob Savar with Pickleball Teachers Network. That's pickleballteachers.com. If you're looking for a pickleball teacher in your area, stop by the website. You'll be able to do a search and find a teacher near you. Thanks.